Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Thomas Clan. Today we have a very special episode for you because we are back in the garden at the lodge and we're putting our first seeds in the ground. Come along and enjoy. Okay, so this is the bed where the cold hardy greens, or really all of the greens, first planting are going to go. Or at least all the lettuces, the spinach, arugula, and the sorrel are all going to go into actually this 4-foot section of the bed here. Today we're not planting the below ground plants, but this is where carrots will go, and the next two is where beets will go. But today, because today is what's moon favorable, we're just planting the greens here. So basically, I've pre-done all the beds, as you guys have seen in videos and pictures, and today we're also going to finish putting the fence up as well. So basically, we still have some cold nights coming, but luckily a lot of these seeds are very strong, and some soft frost won't do a lot of damage because it will take some time for the seeds to sprout, and even after they sprout, they are kind of resilient. So the first thing that we've done, that I did when we got here already finished, is I just kind of raked it out, made it nice and even. Next thing I'm going to do is, you can see we have all of our materials over there, is I'm going to toss some lime down, which I'll show you guys that in a second. Then I'm actually going to make the rows where the seeds are going to go, and which I'm actually going to fill in with some of the seed starting soil. I actually brought a bucket full of seed starting soil, well, a half a bucket full, because it is pH neutral, and which will allow the seeds to get started, and has some of that initial very healthy food that's not too much of overkill. And then I'm going to top dress a little bit with some trifecta here, which is the MI Gardener fertilizer, and being that it's a granular fertilizer, it'll take a little bit of time to break down, giving the plants access to its nutrients, so it's not something that will affect the vegetables as they start growing, but it's something that once they start producing the leaves that we want, it will start working in our favor for then. And then the hose here, unbeknownst to me, was broken, so we're actually going to be peddling water 1 gallon at a time today, which is fine in a space this large, just to get the seeds going. I actually don't need a ton of water, especially because there's already a lot of moisture in the soil since it's been raining and snowing lately, and we do have some precipitation in the near forecast, so I'm actually not even going to be giving it too mumuch water. So I'm going to get to that, and then I'm going to show you guys where we're going next. All right, so we've put in the lime, which you can see some blew over into where the carrots are going, but that's fine because that's going to need lime too. And we dug the trenches, made the trenches for each row. So we're going to start planting now. So the first one we're going to do is one of the rolls of seed tape. This one is tango leaf lettuce, and basically I'm going to need 2 hands to do it. So this isn't exactly planted, but basically you just kind of lay it down the trough where you want it to go, and we're going to lightly cover it with some of our seed starting soil here. And then later on, when the whole bed is done, we'll get it watered. So we're going to get this done, and we'll get back with you in a minute. Okay, so I just want to mention a quick thing. You may be wondering why I'm specifically using my seed starting soil as I'm making the rows, as opposed to just using the healthy composted horse manure that I've been putting into these beds. There's 2 reasons. One is that it is neutral, which is better for the seeds starting out. Just so that way it's less stress and less risk of them burning. So it should hopefully make sure that we have high germination rates. Another benefit as far as that goes is also it builds up the soil as well. I mean, let's keep in mind this was an area that was not a garden for the last couple of years. It actually was a garden years ago, but it's been sitting unused, unfertilized, uncared for, unmaintained for a very long time, and so right now the soil, you know, it needs to be built up. And so what I'm doing is I'm allowing. Hold on, I'm gonna put my sunglasses back on. I can't see what I'm doing, but that's okay. But basically, it's building up the soil, building up nutrients, building up just a quality place for the seeds to be. The second reason is that it holds water, being that I'm not doing this in my backyard. I actually have to drive 20 miles to get here. So by having my seed starting soil here, it absorbs and holds water very, very well, which will do two things. One, in the case of the seed tape, it'll dissolve the seed tape quickly. Two, it'll lessen the amount that I need to water. So in the case that I'm not able to make it for a while, hold on, buddy. So in the case that I'm not able to make it for a while, I know that the seeds won't wither and die for the lack of moisture, especially because right now Mother Nature's been providing us with plenty of it. So I just want to share that thought. I'm going to get back to work and finish in this bed, and I'll see you again at the end. All right, so we got the greens planted, and then all the way over here on the other side, we got the herbs planted as well that can be planted right out. So we're just going to wait for the warmer weather to come and for the seeds to sprout, because they're coming one way or another. We hope you enjoyed this episode. We hope that you will drop a comment below, tell us what you think, give us suggestions on how we could do it better. Also, you could please subscribe below and click the bell for notifications. We would really appreciate that. Follow us on Instagram. We did change names temporarily. It's going to be the Thomas Clan 2018, I believe is what Zabrina changed it to. And then there's also, you can like us on Facebook, and then actually you can follow the group on MeWe as well if you want to check that out. Quick update there, we are working on a website. It's up, but there's not much on it right now. We're going to give you all the information on our website once it's done and a little bit more thorough. So we do hope that you enjoyed this episode. We'll see you again soon. Bye.